Okay, I have a little Kodak. It's a little late, so I gotta comfort him so he can go to bed soon. But before we go, let's go for a nightcap. So, it's not for everybody, but the point is I've done a lot of IPAs, so I'm really gonna start pushing other beers to help people discover what they like in beer. And that's the whole point, is like just like wine and even liquor, you just, there's a blind path and it hurts sometimes. Hopefully this can help you decide to really open yourself up and just be casual. That's the whole point, is casual beer, casual wine, casual spirits, enjoying yourself, knowing a little bit, enough information we can make good choices. So we're gonna focus on a stout. Oatmeal stout and regular stouts are just different grains, but they have the same concept. Very dark, very robust beer, and it is in the ale family. So quick note, you don't really see lager except for when you see lager. I will cover those ones because lagers, Helles, Boch, all that, they're in the lager family. And stout's the only one of the few ones, because usually pale ale, Indian pale ale, things like that, they're all in the ales and they kind of stand out and they say the ale. So with this one, I'm just gonna throw that out there. So if anyone's wondering, this would be more in the ale family, even though it's stout and it's not really its actual name as it started. It was just when they drink it, they go, whew, that's a stout beer, and it just stuck and it took over. So this is gonna be Stockyard. I believe I got this from Trader Joe's. And so since Trader Joe's is very common and in a lot of places, it's from California, it's basically like a farmer's market and a little small market just came together and boom, Trader Joe's is born. I grew up with it. Very interesting, intriguing, and they do have a great beer and wine selection. Their wine is phenomenal section. It's more casual, but definitely you can get together, have friends, have parties, have, a good time and hang out. That's the whole point. So hopefully you should be able to find this one there, and you can decide this for you, or just to have a party, maybe some people might like it. So usually stouts, they don't feel as heavy, as dense, you shouldn't feel as bloated. But now with the nitro stouts, it can vary. They can make you feel a little, because nitro gas is a little lighter, so it tends to make you fizz more. These are just things to think about and consider if you want to try this beer. So it has nice little descriptors, basic stuff. Yeah, there it is. A delicious creamy stout, the Irish tradition, with its rich tan head intact. So it is a very dark beer, so when the bubbles fill up, you see more of a brown head on it instead of like white or slight tint, which is just normal. Covers that. So this is looking like a dark beer that has chocolate, roasted oats, and coffee derriere from the special malts used in the brewing process. So 5.2, good casual beer. The point being is you're gonna be reminded of dark chocolate and coffee bitterness, because it's a dark grain or toasted grains. Both give off those, I guess, complexity of the flavor and tannins together, because everything has some kind of tannins. Most wine people are like, oh, I don't like those because it's too tannic, but you're amazed on where tannins are just the sensation of the dryness of your mouth. They come in multiple things, including coffee. So don't just get mad. It's in beer, it's in coffee, it's in wine, it's in a bunch of things. So very light, very silky, robust, toasty. It has a beautiful roast campfire for me, and yeah, sounds amazing. So I enjoy it. It has a subtle dark cherry sweetness, and not really reminding me of it, but it just the way that little beautiful little hit of it goes reminds you of that. And then it goes into toasty, roasty, taffy, coffee, dark chocolate, and so very casual, feels very light and bubbly. If you ever had Rasputin, it's a very imperial Russian stout that is it's like you're eating the campfire. So be careful. I do enjoy that. This is like really right in the middle. It's good medium because it has a lot of robust, beautiful flavor, but it's still casual, silky, light, and enjoyable. So hopefully those things that help you decide where you want to be at. For anyone that loves stouts, obviously this one's it. And the point I picked it is a Trader Joe beer. They have some that are just for them, and there's a couple in there. There's a few gems. They're not super crazy, like the Imperial IPAs and stuff, but a lot of them really were ahead of its time, are already out there and available. So If those are two things that you know, Trader Joe's is there, and they have this brand, this is something you can be familiar with. Check out the video and see if you like it. If you already like stouts, this could be one that if you had it, you can also compare with other stouts. So there you go. Hopefully it helps you out and you enjoy. So this is for me, this is for you. You have a good night.